Hi, and welcome back to MadLad Labs. Today I wanted to do a quick demo of a new ChatGPT beta feature called Code Interpreter for quick lab data analysis. Quick spoiler alert, it's not perfect yet, but personally I was very impressed and I can't wait to see the next iteration of this feature. Let's start by taking a look at what kind of data I provided ChatGPT with. In this Excel file I have two sets of data. A table at the top containing mixture information for a conductive paint, where I have ingredients listed out on the left, and then each column is a particular variant of a mixture. And on the bottom I have a table containing the resistance measurements that I got from the experiment. And all I did was save this file as a CSV and attached it to a ChatGPT message with some context for the data and an instruction. So I wrote, this file has a table with two sections. The top portion of the table contains formulation of a conductive paint with the ingredients listed in the first column. The bottom portion of the table contains electrical resistance measurements. Please create a box and whisker plot where the resistance measurements are plotted on the y-axis, and x-axis indicates the amount of graphite used in each mixture. And after iterating a few times with the code, ChatGPT managed to generate the box and whisker plot that I asked for, as you can see here. I then asked it to change the x-axis so that instead of using a value directly from the table, it would calculate a percentage of an ingredient relative to the total dry ingredients in the mixture. I wrote, recalculate the x-axis and make it graphite percent by weight, calculated as amount of graphite divided by the sum of amount of graphite and amount of lamp black. And with the first response, ChatGPT iterated for a while until it ultimately ran out of time. So I asked it to finish its work, and after a few more iterations, ChatGPT presented the new plot, which you can see here. And you can see it's graphite percent by weight as I asked. You might be curious, did it calculate the new x-axis labels correctly? I too was curious, and I dug through its iterations, and the answer is yes. Wrong one. It's actually, I think, this one. The answer is yes, it did use the equation that I provided it. You can see here it's calculating graphite percent by weight, which is, as I asked it, amount of graphite divided by the sum of amount of graphite and the amount of lamp black. Finally, I asked ChatGPT to put all the code into a single response, and after some more iterations, it gave me a code block with everything in it. My impression so far is that this feature can be a little bit slow as it iterates, but it's a beta feature, so maybe it will take fewer iterations to get things right in the future. With speed issue aside, I gave it a non-standard format data table, and yet it still managed to answer my request, which left me very impressed. Imagine what this will be able to do a year or maybe even a few months from now. What do you think of this new ChatGPT feature? Have you also used it for data analysis? I'm very curious as to how people are using this, so maybe leave a comment on the video if you don't mind sharing. Now in this video, I used some data from an experiment on optimizing the performance of a conductive paint for electroplating copper onto 3D printed parts. If that's the kind of content that you find interesting, please consider subscribing and liking this video. This will help you stay informed and will help others find this content. There's a lot more on the way This channel will focus on a variety of STEM topics, anything from making a conductive paint, like I just mentioned, to measuring the trajectory of a bullet using its supersonic shockwave as the bullet is passing by. Thank you for watching. I'm Alec, and this has been Mad Lad Labs. I'll see you next time. Bye.